Hello, my name's Darren from Vortex Hobbies, and today we're going to take a quick look at the Thunder Tiger Kaiser 8-scale monster truck RTR with sound. So the first thing we're going to do is have a look at what comes with it. And the first thing you'll notice, this is the Cougar Ace RC 2.4 radio system. That's pretty common with the Thunder Tiger trucks. You can see there some of the adjustments and stuff. You've got obviously your servo reversing, throttle trim, steering trim. You've also have your dual rates. You've got a binding indicator as well as power indicator, and here's your power switch. This also has a charge outlet if you choose to put a set of rechargeable batteries. That way you can just charge the unit up through this port and not have to mess with the batteries. Anyway, pretty common piece. It actually feels pretty good. It's not the greatest, but pretty good for an RTR. Also, what comes in the package, this is a 8 scale, and it does have 17mm hubs. So it comes with this 4-way as well as this extension, which is kind of neat. Very much a welcome feature. So you can use that as an extension to get to your 17mm hubs. It's very nice. You will have your preload clips for your shocks, because they are not threaded, so you'll need these. Right here you also have a ESC cover, a spare, which there's already one on the truck itself. And then you have these little, these are actually, after some research, these little X's right here. I don't know if you can see that in the package, but these little cross braces here are for the body mounts. And that's in case you want to lift the body up, you know, to get it out of the way of bigger tires or whatever you may mod this particular truck with. Plus it has a different spur gear for a different gear ratio and some screws. You have your smaller 4-way and some hex wrenches, which is pretty standard. You have your different quick reference guides for in different languages, of course, some stickers, as well as this right here, which we're not really sure exactly what it does yet, but this is a USB plug, and the only other plug on this truck goes into the sound system. So I'm assuming that pretty quickly we're going to have some different updates on the sound system on this particular truck. So that'll be interesting to follow and see what happens. So now we're going to move on to the truck itself. As you can see, this is a very well detailed truck. It's something that we haven't seen in any of the 8 scale monster trucks as of yet, with the exception of maybe the Yeti XL. But this is a very well detailed monster truck. We'll go ahead and lift the body off, and I'll show you some features there. First thing you'll notice is this awesome roll cage. It's very heavy gauge plastic. The body itself is a really heavy Lexan. You'll also notice the driver. There is a driver. And this truck is actually designed for FPV or ground photography. And it has this flat spot right here, so you can mount a GoPro or some sort of a camera. And I think what you'll see, some of the videos that are out now are they'll actually place a GoPro at an angle or whatever, so you can see through the windshield, kind of see the driver, or just going straight away. You'll also notice this has lanyards on all the body clips. which is a great feature. Pretty stout. And that's the way it comes out of the box. You'll also see these heavy plastic fender flares, which are awesome. Very scale, very well done. The truck comes in 2 different colors. It'll come in the matte black, which is what this is, and it also comes in a burgundy or a red. You can see that on their website. A really cool thing as well is these lights right here. They have the loop protecting each light. They also have the clear lenses, and on the back side, now they're not rigged up for it yet, but what they do is they make it so it's easy to put on your own lighting, because it has this little back section right here that will come off, and you can really easily plug in your LEDs. Awesome feature. They're paying much more attention to the scale detail of these trucks, which is much needed. It's a beautiful truck, actually. I've been a Yeti XL fan since it came out, but this truck here, it's pretty darn good. I think it's going to be a rival to that truck. Anyway, moving on to the chassis. The first thing you notice is how it's laid out. They're 3.8 wheels. I think the wheel and tire package is probably shared with the rival, the associated rival. It's very nicely laid out. Looks to me like it's probably going to be pretty easy to work on. Aluminum shocks, of course. A lot of travel. They seem to be very, very smooth. I have not driven this truck yet, but we are going to go do a run video shortly after we're done with the review. Very smooth. It looks like it has a lot of travel. I think it's probably going to handle pretty well. It seems to be calibrated correctly. The major thing here, and I think this is what a lot of people are going to be attracted to this, is the sound system. And it is right here, mounted in the front. And I have fired this one up, and it can be pretty loud, and it sounds really scale. They're doing an awesome job with this. And other than I think the Traxxas Slash, you've not been able to get a sound system on a factory truck until this point. So I'm anxious to see how this works. You can see it's quite big, and the speaker is real potent. I mean, it sounds really, really good. Also, you'll see this is a 2000 kV, that what they call the Ripper from Thunder Tiger. It is 4 and 6S compatible. And how the batteries mount, which is kind of interesting to me, they mount sideways. So you put them side by side and you mount them like this. And to get to them, you just push that in, plops out, just like so. So 4 or 6S, like most 8 scale trucks are capable. And you will see a video shortly after we're done here on how this truck actually runs, because we're going to go punish it. Again, we got aluminum shock towers. It comes with a wheelie bar that you have to attach. It's not on coming out of the box. We actually had to bolt that on. I don't know if you can see that. It's a pretty stout piece. It's a single wheel. Transmission, drivetrain looks relatively simple to get to. It does also have an on-off switch right here. CVDs on all 4 corners, as well as metal drive shafts from the transmission out. The electronics on this truck are water resistant. It has a metal geared 138 ounce steering servo, as well as a waterproof receiver box. And of course the motor itself is waterproof.